Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, this past week's weather hasn't been bad depending on where you're at, and you would think that the fish would cooperate, but you know, I'm sorry to say that it was really hit and miss depending on the day and depending on your location, really determined your success or failure out on that lake. But the good thing to report, and we've had a lot of phone calls about this, is the ice quality. Folks, we have anywhere from 24 to 30 inches of ice that still remains out there, and it's good quality ice. I think the one thing that we need to be aware of is that the approaches are probably going to start getting messy around the area. But all in all, still, you know, guys are driving out on the lakes this weekend. I think as this warm stretch comes into the area, maybe we'll start seeing the switch over to more four-wheelers or quads. But still, plenty of ice out there and no need to be overly concerned. As far as the fishing report is concerned, a lot of the guys had success. Like I said, it was depending on the day, but some of the lakes that produce fish up in the northeastern part of the state included Bitter, especially in the shallow waters, and then Waubay, Indian Springs, Swan, and Goose. Down the southeastern part of the state, we had lakes like Ponset, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, East Oakwood, Thompson, Whitewood, and again, the access is really tough at Whitewood, Campbell, Madison, Lake Henry, and that's been mainly an evening bite, and then also 81 Ponds and Island. What have guys been using? As far as jigs are concerned, folks, it really hasn't mattered. As far as bait is concerned, you know, obviously minnows or minnow heads have been doing the trick, and a lot of nicer fish have been caught in shallows using tip-ups or dead sticking, so keep that in mind. As far as the perch bite is concerned, guys caught a few perch here and there at Bitter, Waubay, East Oakwood. You got to sort quite a bit at East Oakwood, Ponset, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, and then also Thompson and Whitewood. And then the bluegill bite, and that seems to be right now a lot of guys out there bluegill fishing. Enemy Swim, Buffalo, Henry by Scotland all produce nice bluegills lately, as well as Pahoja in northwest Iowa, and then also the Iowa Great Lakes region. Now, what have guys been using for bait? Again, live bait. We're talking about maggots, waxworms, small minnows, all seem to be doing the trick right now this past week. In this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about preserving those memories. Last week we talked about making the memories. Now this week we're going to talk about preserving the memories. How can you do that? Obviously, if you catch a big fish, you can keep it and you can take it to the local taxidermist and have them do a mount for you, or they can actually do a replica. You can release that fish, let someone else enjoy the catch of the bigger fish and do a replica and have that hanging on the wall. And every time that you're going to be looking at that, that will definitely remind you of the day that you caught that with your kids or whoever you were fishing with. The other ways is cameras. Honestly, folks, a lot of people don't really take a lot of photos. Since we, you know, a long time ago, we used to use film and used to pin up those photos on a bulletin board at a bait shop. That's why, honestly, folks, why I ask you to contribute the photos for the weekly fishing report, because there's nothing like seeing your photo or your kid's photo posted on a public forum, whether or not it be a digital forum like our fishing report, or on a board or on your Facebook page or wherever it may be. So make sure you take your phone out and take that photo to preserve that memory, and then send it along down the line and brag a little bit about it. Now, whether or not it's your fish or your kid's fish or your friend's fish, but it's all about preserving those memories, whether or not it's hanging on the wall or hanging on a Facebook page or on a 2-minute fishing report. It's, again, a memory that will last a lifetime. Now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-minute fishing report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. Before we end this week's report, folks, I want to remind you of our ongoing end of the season sales that we have going on here at the store. All our ice fishing equipment is on sale. Our jigs are on sale as well. So all remaining clothing are anywhere from 20 to 25% off. Electronics are on sale. And even our 2 remaining ice houses that we have left. We have the Otter Pro Cottage as well as the Clam Nanook at unbelievably blowout prices. So don't miss out. We only have 1 of each of those shacks left, so a total of 2 shacks left. So they're all set up and you can grab them and go for the weekend. So stop on by before it's too late. Also, folks, as the ice fishing season is ending, the open water season is beginning. We're getting more and more open water equipment out on the floor. Also, if you're thinking about going to Lake Erie this spring, we have a great selection of bandit lures, even a lot of the new colors, as well as reef runners. So both of those lures are very popular for Erie. So stop on by or give us a call, and you can check out what we have on hand. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week, and again, thanks for watching.